Board games, it's what I'm talking about. Board games, but I'm not gonna shout. I am starting off this streaming and quickly ending it with a little chat. And I am going to be briefly talking. I enjoyed Now Played This, let's talk about that. Now Played This Design Camp Day 5, it's what I'm talking about. Now Played This Design Camp Day 5, I'm not gonna shout. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good whatever it is, wherever you are. And it is 10 a.m. UK time for another Busy Beats and Board Game Bladder. And I am chatting about the Now Play This Design Camp. So day 5, yep, you might see that I'm still in the house, trying to get stuff done with oh amazing, Tiz has just finished the graphics for Seize the Power. We're trying to get it printed today. I checked, I've given them the rules yesterday. It's all go. It's all kinds of just trying to do things. And yesterday I play tested my game that I'm calling Wordy Connections, where people, rather than making sounds and looking for people making other sounds, they're just chanting words. You can only say one word. That's the only thing you can say. And then you try to find other people whose words combine with your own. Going around saying one, one. Love is one, love is one, love. And someone else says love, someone else says is, and you say one. And boom, it's a game about forming connections, collaboratively creating sentences that don't quite have to make any grammatical sense, but they could be some form of poetry. Now, I also illustrated, drew, whatever you want to call it, a sheet for my coloring in game. Rather than the two-player version where one person's going for one thing, one person's going for the other thing, this is completely anarchic. Lots of people, everyone can only color in one square. So if you want to have some continuity, you need to encourage someone to see your vision. And it's up to you. Will you try to become a dictator and force everyone to go to your vision? Will you try to mess up what's already there? Will you collaborate with others? And this was really interesting, having lots of people coloring in. We did a lot of playtesting. I playtested a cooperative game that wasn't explicitly cooperative, but in order for anyone to win, you just have to get to the end. But in order to do the tasks, you have to and you can only gather resources of your own color. So you need to actually trade with other people in order for anyone to have the mixtures that allows them to get to the end, which is really interesting. What else? We playtested a game about rainmaking, about moving shapes together with a giant rope. We had conversations about printing and stuff. And honestly, I wish I could show you all the photos, but I can't right now. But I will show you on the guided tour tomorrow. I promised to get there earlier. And that is basically the end of the show. So let's go forwards. And as I kind of missed it out, recent highlights, living life and seeing the sights, recent highlights, playing games and other delights. Top five highlights were finding a printer. That was cool. Finding that the printer can do stuff. Seeing Tiz, make the first edition of stuff. That was cool. Seeing people playing my coloring game, seeing people play my Wordy Connections game. That was cool. There was so much stuff going on. Achievements. I made the coloring in game. I made some notes for the Wordy Connections. I wrote the rules for my game that I had to hand in, and I edited the bits for Seize the Power. Those were my top 4. Another highlights, just to round it off to an even 5, getting my water and vitamin water, having that done in the morning. Boom, that's a minor highlight. let's be proud of ourselves, whatever you've done. Hello, Timmy. It is lovely to see you, as always. Today is going to be super short, but it is always a delight to see you. I hope you are well. And yes, maybe have you on sometime when, after the 600th. But, so for now, brilliant thing, brilliant thing. What's the little thing which is brilliant? Brilliant thing. It is really. I'm loving this collaborative colouring in. I'm loving. Actually, what I saw people doing was not just colouring in, but drawing patterns. I didn't want to say no patterns, because this expression of creativity, putting your own mark on something, saying that is me. I coloured that bit in. That was interesting. And I think that actually elevates the game. Being able to say, this is me, I put my mark upon it. If you've got any quick questions or comments, feel free to chuck them in. Otherwise, I'm going to ask you a question. Question of the day. It's a tiny question before we go on our way. So question of the day is, what was the last time you did some colouring in? My last time was yesterday. Have you done colouring in like this year? Have you done colouring in recently at all? I'm curious to know. Over to you. What are you up to? You can share bottom if you want to. I am going to finish this, have a quick shower because I've still not had a shower, cycle over to now play this, and then I am going to continue making stuff. That is my plan for today. So that is what I'm up to. What are you up to? If there's anything you want to share, I promise that's a care. Even though I have to go, I am keen to know. Let me know. Recap and wrap up before we finish up. My recap and wrap up is simply that yesterday was amazing. It was so good. Timmy says, I coloured my drawings on my drawing tablet a few weeks ago. That sounds delightful. And so, I hadn't thought about digital colouring in, but absolutely. And did you have fun? I hope you had fun. I hope you are enjoying yourself. But lots of love to me. I hope that you're generally well. I hope that today is a little bit maybe warmer than yesterday. I don't know. But if you want to check me out, I am stuffed by beds everywhere. I am going to be at Now Play This for the next few days. Before I go back to normal on Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday will be a giant epic, 8-hour plus show. So yes, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, hopefully I will be able to show you a quick thing if I get up early enough. But that relies on me getting up early enough. We'll see how that works. So feel free to share, spread the word. Thank you very much, everyone. You are all super awesome, and lots of love. And Timmy says it's -3 outside right now, but it's supposed to get warmer in the day. That sounds good for where you are. I mean, I would be, but where you are, that sounds not too bad. Wrap up warm. It's it seems to be cold every day, but lots of love. I hope you're well, and lots of love to everyone else watching after the fact. Bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for so long. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye, bye, and so much love. Thank you for popping in. Bye, bye.